Today on the channel from Marvel Legends and Spider-Man Homecoming, we've got the Ned Leeds and Peter Parker 2-pack.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today from Spider-Man Homecoming, we got Ned Leeds and we got Peter Parker. But for all your Marvel Legends needs, including this very 2-pack, hit up Zavi. Use discount code Kyle Peterson to save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal all day long, and you can save 10% over there at Zavi. So there you go. But today, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. But I shouldn't have any figure swap, anything like that going on with this one, as I did get it from Zavi, so I don't think we'll have that. But as we do know, with some of these new cardboard packaging, all that plastic-free stuff, figure swappers are out there. So you got to do your due diligence at the store. Make sure you're checking. Make sure the tape hasn't been broke, things like that. You guys know how that goes. Well, let's take a look at the packaging on this one. You got old Ned, you got old Peter Parker, just looking like they're going to school. Middle school, high school, actually. But looking good there. Spider-Man Homecoming, Marvel Legends. Got both their names up there at the top. On the side, you get a little glamour shot, maybe. I guess we'll call that a glamour shot. We got a little action over here, a little drawing book, things like that. Marvel Legends logo. And then the back of the package, it does show us what we are receiving here. Get boxed out the accessories, Marvel Legends, their names again, warnings, all that kind of gibberish going on. But we'll see, do these really look? That's one thing with this new plastic-free packaging. Sometimes the figures on the outside don't match the inside with the pinless joints, things like that. A little bit false advertising, so Hasbro's going to have to be really careful on stuff like that going forward in the future. But without further ado, let's get these bad boys of high school out of the package. How about? Let's see what's going on here. Maybe we'll see what's going on if I can get this extra strong tape off. Oh my gosh, it's the strongest tape in the game, and it better be for these, I would say. But yeah, there we go. Okay. Whoop, geez. All right, off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. And then we get the cardboard containment unit, the cardboard prison. It is what it is. But we're going to lock these guys out, bust them out. Jeez, they're locked in pretty good for it being cardboard, I'd say. Off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, we got this one. Spider-Man style. How fitting. Bam. See you later. Goodbye. This, I assume, the accessories in the old parchment paper. Pop those out like so. And Spider-Man style. Bam. See you later. And we'll get this one. All right. There's old Ned. Bam. See you later. Coming back like a boomerang. And then finally, Peter Parker. And man, we're off to the races here. All right. Let's see what's going on. Bam, see you later. And we're going to start with the accessories, and we'll start with Ned, and, well, I guess we'll start with both their accessories. Might as well. What do we get here? We get 2 Fists of Fury. These are both for Peter Parker here. Looks like Ned only gets 1 set of hands. We do got Peter Parker's 2 fisted hands, in case he's got to throw down with some bullies in the hallway. Oh, I've seen my fair share of school fights back in the day. Gotta love a good school fight, of course. One day we'll do a bonus video on the greatest school fights in Kyle's history. Oh, it'll be quite the video, quite the video. We'll talk about head sculpts together when we get to the figure. And then we do get a book, and this looks to be some new sculpting here. Nothing on it. It's just kind of a paper book, a little folder action. So great for any kid in school, of course, a little accessory action. And like we always say with a lot of these accessories, you could use this with something else. You could use it with G.I. Joe classified figures, wrestling figures, whatever you need to do. But we do get that little folder. And I guess we're going to start with Ned first. Really the more exciting figure of the pack, if you ask me. But we'll start with him because we got his backpack. And we'll start with his backpack here. Very much a backpack. You could imagine some high schooler having it. It's got camouflage, so you know you can hide. Because that's what guys do. It really looks just like 2 straps here. This camouflage works really, really good. But no detail. You can't open it up. You can't put stuff in it. But it is nice, hard, good plastic backpack here. Not too bad. Not too bad. And once again, another accessory you could use with other stuff if you really want to. If you're a figure photographer, you can get some multi-use out of things like this. So we do get his backpack there. Now let's break down these head sculpts on Ned. Now this is brand new sculpting here. This is all brand new. Obviously, nobody's quite had this body type in Marvel Legends. So it'll be interesting if they can reuse this body mold down the line. We'll see if that happens. But we'll start with this head here first. Of course, Spider-Man mask Ned. It goes back to one of those scenes in the movie, you know, where he put the mask on. Very cool. I guess it's very tongue-in-cheek. I don't know if most people will use this head sculpt. I think most will use the traditional one. That's what I'll do, but it is nice. It is a nice throw in here. I'm going to pop this off. Maybe. There it is. Pops off very easily, but it is definitely a Spider-Man head, just a little bit bigger. It's a big Spider-Man head. But I'm going to pop this head on here. Happy to report I haven't seen any paint issues yet, but I haven't really investigated too much. But let's pop that on, and we're off to the races. Yeah, this head sculpt is good. It definitely looks like Ned. I don't know if you just gave me the head by itself. I'd say, oh, there's old Ned Leeds from Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know if I would go that far for sure, but it definitely gets the job done here. I think it does look pretty good, fairly accurate as well. Very good sculpting of the hair, of course. Very high schooler hair, you know, kind of parted in the middle with kind of a little poof to it. A little Vidal Sassoon maybe going on there. But very good. A nice little gloss. Not too glossy, not totally flat, but a little bit of gloss to the face as well. But looks good. Of course, the head spins around, is removable. A little bit of up, a little bit of down, not a ton there. Then you get down to the body of the character, and we got his jacket, shirt, long shirt, jacket. I don't know, whatever you want to call it going on. Got a nice little collar here. It is not removable. It's not. It's all one piece. It's not a separate shirt underneath. No soft goods here or anything like that. But that does look good. Arms. And there's some tight arms. They do go out like your typical arms would all the way around. No bicep cut, but you do get side to side on the old elbows, back and forth. Pinless joints here. Always happy to report pinless joints. He does got a watch that is removable, so if you do take the hand off, you could slide the watch off if you needed to. Does have an open hand here, open hand on the other one. Would have liked to see maybe a fist in case he needs to throw down somewhere along the way. You never know, those school bullies might come out. But man, very tight joints on this guy, I'll tell you that much. Then you bring down, he does have waist articulation, pretty good waist there. You can do a decent split, thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees on old Ned Leeds. And then you get the ankles back and forth, up and down, typical Marvel Legends. He just got a little cufflink action going on down low, so that's very interesting. You know, the thing I think about with this is, we talked about the accessories being able to be used throughout different toy lines, things like this. First my mind goes is, how about if you have a wrestling arena? If you got that new generation arena from Mattel recently, you need people in the audience, and this is perfect. Peter Parker, perfect for people in the audience, for figure photography, for figure setup, things like that. I could see people doing this all day long, having these guys in the crowd. So I do think this will be a crossover figure. A lot of Hasbro fans will buy it, Marvel Legends fans, of course, but I can see a lot of wrestling photographers. Maybe your Ninja Turtle collector, you want some humans kind of dangling around or something, mix them with your NECA Turtles. Height-wise, might not work so well, but I do think these are multi-use, and I can see a lot of people waiting for the future clearance event on these guys, picking them up for their wrestling arenas down the road. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? That's always the million-dollar question. And he does use it to ringside collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Make sure you get the WWE stands, not the AEW stands. But for Ned Leeds, you know, it is what it is. I don't know if they could have really done any better. Maybe some extra hands would have been nice, but for what it is, hey, it works for me. It's not too bad right there. Now we're going to turn our attention over to Peter Parker, and Peter gets two heads with him at least, so kudos to him, where Ned did get two heads, but one, of course, being a Spider-Man head. Would have been nice maybe a Spider-Man head for this as well. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments down below. But let's break this one down. Definitely looks like Peter Parker from the movie. Looks just like him. I think they did a very good job on the head sculpt here. The second head sculpt, of course, ooh, I think I'm sticking with the original one. This has got kind of just a weird open mouth, kind of a smile, kind of a grimace, kind of an awkward look there. Definitely going to go with this head sculpt on this one. But it's cool to get two head sculpts. I guess that's good enough. Add to the accessory bin if you need to. Articulation-wise, same as Ned, but we get a little bit more as we do get a bicep cut with him. Much more slimmer, smaller figure here, but I am happy to report pinless joints throughout. Double-jointed elbows, double-jointed knees, no pins anywhere to be seen. And like I said, the exact same articulation we got with Ned Leeds throughout that. We do get the upper hula hoop instead of the waist. And we does get a little bit more splits with this one, of course, being a smaller figure. But definitely looks like Peter Parker. Definitely looks like it went straight out of the movie. You got the green top, the mustard pants. He does have his backpack. The backpack is removable, much like Ned's. It is a different sculpted backpack, so that is cool. They didn't just take the cheap route and give the same backpack twice. Different colors, of course. And then he does got even a little collar action underneath of a little flannel he's wearing. He's got to get hot. He's got to get hot in this outfit, I would think. He's got a little bit of a disheveledness here with a little bit of the collared shirt, the flannel peeking out at the bottom. So that is a little extra attention to detail. It's not making the figure feel as clean, if you will. But very, very good. I like this one. I'm just going to pop the head over just to look, just to see what it does. And it doesn't do a lot for me. It just looks, it's a very goofy looking head. I'm not exactly sure what they're really going for there, but it just seems a hair goofy. But a good figure. Once again, this isn't all that bad. We're going to see if he fits on a ringside collectible stand, and he fits just as good as well. Put these guys together. I like this coming out to the stores, coming out to the Marvel Legends universe. I think this is warranted. We've had a few movies by now. We've gotten tons of Spider-Man, stuff like that. We need some of the supporting characters. We need to kind of mesh out the universe here. We got J. Jonah Jameson, of course. We've got all these guys. This works really well for me. And like I said, I can see a lot of wrestling figure collectors specifically picking these up, have them as members of the audience. You can put them as, people needing rescued from a bank robbery or something like that. Just great for all-around figure photography and maybe display shelves, even if you're not a Marvel Legends person. Now, like I said, you can't pick these up at Zavi right now. You can also play that long game. I got to think after Christmas sometime, you might be able to get a deal on these. You just never do know. But very, very cool. These are better than expected. And as we always say, I love it when things are better than expected. And Spider-Man 60th anniversary waves continue. We've unboxed a lot of them on the channel. This is another entry. We still got like 3 or 4 more packs, I think, to come. Maybe even more than that. So a lot of Spider-Man material coming out from Hasbro right now. And of course, content on the channel right here. So make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. You don't want to miss a Spider-Man video or any other video we have here on the channel. And then in the comments down below, let me know your thoughts on these two. Playing the long game, picking them up. Any thoughts? Anything out of you guys with these? Not bad. Like I said, I think it's worth a pickup. Just up to you where you want to pay the price point, because I do think you'll be able to get some deals down the line. But as usual, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget about the Patreon channel where you can get videos like this earlier than traditional YouTube. You also get bonus content, exclusive content, early access to videos, and be a part of monthly giveaways over at the Patreon. Link in the description below. And as I always say, it is your best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Pick up a t-shirt. And then don't forget to follow me on social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Ned and Peter Parker, I'm Kyle. And I'll see you guys all real soon